This is Digital Anarchist.
Well, it's a pleasure being joined today by Oded Hareven, who is a CEO, co-founder with Akeyless. Welcome. It's good to be talking with you today.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, would you tell us a little bit about yourself, Oded, and tell us a little bit about Akeyless and what your company does?
Sure. So a bit about myself. I've been in this cybersecurity business plus minus around 20 years, minus a small stop. But basically with the Israel Defense Forces in the cybersecurity realm. I've been an officer reserve for several years, later on in CA, computer associates back then as an architect, and later on as a senior project manager, specifically for cybersecurity projects in that realm. Then I took some break for B2C things with a great company named Movit that was recently acquired by Intel. And this is where I am. 3 years ago, we started Akeyless, and this is where everything started. So Akeyless in a nutshell, for your question, Akeyless in a nutshell is a secrets orchestration platform, right? Well, we intend to call it Akeyless Vault platform that basically manages different types of secrets. Secrets can be API keys, passwords, certificates, encryption keys, and so on. That's a unifying for all of those use cases, both for machine to machine and human to machine. And there are three major modules on top of that platform. One is this classic secrets management for the CI/CD provisioning or provisioning and injecting all of those secrets that are required within the CI/CD orchestration platforms and so on. The second module is the realm of secure remote access, which is kind of a PAM 2.0 solution together with a zero trust application access, where we are providing a whole solution to secure the access to any workloads within the internal or external world. While we are creating credentials on the fly, short-lived certificates, short-lived credentials. And the third model is around data protection by providing our own technology as a virtual HSM to act as encryption as a service, fully key lifecycle management, and at that realm of encryption and cryptography.
Okay, good. I was just going to ask you about key lifecycle management, which is a whole nother challenge. And oftentimes it's easy to get started, but then, when is this expiring? What happened? Where is it at? How do we get it updated everywhere? All that.
Yeah, totally.
So interestingly enough, I ran a organization that did managed services for keys for the entire cable industry, for all the set-top boxes and Wi-Fi and for a number of energy devices. So I get that problem very much. The fun challenges of it. Well, that's definitely actually a really cool mix of technologies or solutions around secrets and PAM and key management. Are you cloud-based? Are you combination on-prem, high cloud? How do you work?
SaaS first.
We are providing. You up for what? SaaS first. Okay.
SaaS first. We are providing a SaaS platform, which for on-prem environments, we basically provide a hybrid offering, right? Mm-hmm. Where we have some kind of extension of the SaaS to the internal environment. It requires some kind of connectivity. We never approach from the SaaS directly to any legacy on-prem network. So we have some kind of a connector for that sense. It's an API gateway that connects between the internal world and the external world and the public network. So by that, we're able to provide a solution for legacy on-prem, private clouds, hybrid environments, and of course, multi-cloud, in which one of our great advantage.
Well, interesting. So the PAM, the secret management, key management, that's not a new market. Why did you decide to go after this?
Well, first of all, everything started back then, back in 2018, when we started with the technology. The technology that we started with called Akeyless DFC, distributed fragment cryptography, specifically for cryptography and encryption keys management. The problem was that we thought about, our CTO came with the problem of how to run root of trust in a non-trusted distributed environment such as the cloud, right? Because hardware obviously can no longer be the solution. It doesn't scale well. You don't manage your own hardware. There's the Cloud Act thing for federal government can grab your keys. And basically, there must be some kind of a revolution at the way that we look at root of trust. So this is where distributed fragments cryptography came at world, where this is our core IP, our core technology, where we're able to perform cryptographic operations using fragments of encryption keys without ever combining them. So we're basically creating fragments of encryption keys on different regions and cloud providers. So there is no one cloud provider that can grab your encryption keys somehow. And those fragments, they are never combined, not when they are created, not where they are being used, because the encryption takes place on the customer end. By that, and by having like a customer key fragment on their own facility, we're getting to a model where we're providing a zero knowledge, right? So it means that even Akeyless cannot somehow access the customer's keys. And then we understood that we can go into the secrets management world, because you asked about, PAM is not new. What made you go to that way? So we did not start with PAM at all. We started with the cryptography and the problems in that realm. After we got that, we understood that the best thing in order to leverage that technology is there in the realm of secrets management, which is specifically for workloads. This is definitely a new world. There's several competitors there, not a lot. The cloud service providers are running their own, and there's definitely a place for innovation in terms of how to provide that. Just to cut things short, eventually we understood that we are in a very good position to provide a beautiful combination, very innovative one, between the HSM to KMS to secret management to privileged access management and to SSH management, and all of those in one platform, and to provide all of those goodies from one SaaS good platform for all of that good things.
Cool. I'm curious, are you doing your own kind of root offline storage generation to use third parties to do that, or are you offering that as a service as well?
In terms of what? In terms of the virtual HSM?
Yeah, setting up the whole key hierarchy and starting with the offline storage and things like that. Or do you work with other third-party certificate providers?
So everything is proprietary by Akeyless. Basically, we are FIPS validated by the US NIST. So we are on our own. We're basically running on top of several regions. We're a multi-region and a multi-cloud operation, right? Mm-hmm. Where those fragments that are never combined, they are acting as the root of trust. They are constantly refreshed. Malicious attacker that would like to gain access to your root of trust will need to attack several places at the same time. So it's a highly secured environment, and this acts as those master keys and private keys that are being protected in a distributed way. And this is basically, where everything starts, and it runs all in our proprietary technology that we have invented.
Okay, good. Well, interesting approach. Yeah, I can see where you're differentiating, and my experience was more kind of the offline HSM, but also online services.
That's exactly what you just said, by the way, Mitch. That's exactly the thing, right? The on-prem world where I came from also, I guess that you're mostly familiar also with, we are used to the HSMs that are offline somewhere somewhere, whatever rack that we put them. But today, in a highly connected world, in a highly distributed world, with everything is multi-region and hybrid and so on, you can no longer go that path. And you need to have trust in an untrusted thing, in an untrusted environment and needs. And this is exactly why we brought to life Akeyless.
Yeah, I can particularly see, because from my own personal experiences, we're managing, especially like in manufacturing globally, things like that, partner ecosystems. Where are those things being stored? Is it some laptop on some manufacturing line manager desk?
Oh, yeah.
That whole thing gets shut down and the laptop gets left behind, or, whatever. It's sort of managing that part of it is pretty challenging. So I can see where a cloud-based management of that and distribution of keys, et cetera, would be extremely useful. So cool. I appreciate what you're doing very much, because there's
thank you.
People don't realize how big of a challenge that really is. It'd be great if everything was stable and not changing, but once those keys are out there, they're out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. And and it's always about where is the emphasis? People are asking us, where's the emphasis? Where are we attacking the market? Right? Where are we going? So first of all, to begin with, we are always, the primary objective that we're currently chasing is the realm of workload security, the realm of making your Kubernetes free of secrets, that secrets will be injected automatically on runtime. Your Jenkins jobs would be empty from those secrets. Your source code would be empty from secrets by just fetching those secrets on runtime from Akeyless to provide dynamic access and credentials for any container that spins up. This is the realm that we're focusing at right now. But definitely, because we have brought with us such a great cryptography world that lies on the base of our platform, and because we understood that we can provide not just the machine-to-machine use cases, rather than also the human-to-machine and the privileged access and so on, and to add more offering, then we were able to successfully have all of those offerings at the same place.
Mm-hmm. And I can see tackling the sort of software tool chain, dev tool chain,
definitely
as an interesting approach too. One of the things that typically happens, and I'm sure it's not news to you, is those environments, those tool chains get set up, right? And we don't necessarily do good secrets management or best practices all the time when that starts out. Good intentions, but there's a lot of things to do, and so we might, put clear text passwords or store keys and codes and secrets on servers and things like that. So there's
not rotating secrets, right? Not rotating.
Oh, you have to rotate those? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, exactly. And so usually there's now let's go and do this properly and kind of get that cleaned up, help make that happen. What are the kind of things that you can do to help people go from, let's say, loosely managed not best practices secrets to, okay, great. We're all in a secrets management system, distributed cloud storage. We're not storing anything in scripts, et cetera, and in tools. How do folks go from where they are to where they should be using your product?
Sure. So there are two things that we find over and over. One is to tackle the greenfields. Obviously, this is a known deployment strategy, right? That we sense that we tend to find a lot where always there is a new environment that it's easier to start new processes, especially in large enterprises, medium-sized enterprises, and so on. But the enterprise world, go for the greenfield, and then let's talk about the new processes. And actually, you'll be amazed how DevOps and IT guys, not necessarily related to security, they are all into secrets. They are all into understanding why this is so risky, right? And we're very thankful for that, because it seems like this is not one of the realms that we need to explain why is it that important, right? Everyone understands that. So greenfields, that's number one. Number two, we actually offer an automatic fetching and migration process where we are able to just fetch automatically secrets from known repositories of secrets. For instance, if you're using Kubernetes secrets, right? Most obviously, you're going to have them a lot of secrets there, and if you would like to start managing it centrally, right, within a platform, then instead of taking either one by one or even writing some scripts, we're doing that for you. So with time, we're going to expand more and more of that automatic migration tools to be able to have it, seamless as a single click of a button.
Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. Well, you had a recent funding announcement that just came out around Series A. Tell us about that.
I admit. Yeah, it was happening quite recently. We've announced it, I think, today or yesterday, right? Very exciting. Very exciting. We're very happy to have a teammate joining us and JVP all together as a one big family. To have them both, by the way, one of the two of the most respected cybersecurity venture capitals. Both of them have great successes. Both of them have great reputation, and both of them offer great added value in that sense. We're very excited to have them, and we welcome them. Welcome teammates into our team and the management.
Excellent. And just so folks that are known, they'll watch this the next week. So the announcement's on the 29th, of April. Is that when this announcement was? Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. We've announced a total funding of $14 million.
Great. Well, tell us, usually folks that are Series A are investing this a lot in product, maybe building up the sales team, how that's going to happen. Are you doing direct sales or through partners? How do you work? Yeah,
so we're doing both. Obviously, at the beginning, direct is happening more, but we understand that we need to do both, and we are very into working with channels. It seems like very successful way to do so, to do business. So we welcome those. And obviously, when I thought about, what are we going to do with that money? What are we going to do with that funding? And some of it, it's the cliche. We're going to expand, the development, to expand the sales team, to expand our marketing team, and so on. But most of it, and as you can imagine, it's not just about the expanding the team. It's about the accelerating the business, right? The acceleration of the business, the acceleration of the product growth, the understanding of to go deeper. We're in places that we have some plans, but we think that would do good to go deeper with that, to be able to expand our understanding of what is actually needed. So it's not just about recruiting more people. It's actually doing better and accelerating the business as is.
Yep, accelerating, growing the business. Exactly. Well, good. Well, congratulations on the funding announcement. That's always exciting, and
thank you.
Bringing on your Series A folks, and hopefully leading to more events like that in the future, as well as success with your company. Been great talking with you. Hope you'll come back, kind of let us know how things are going, and as you continue to expand your capabilities. I'm particularly interested in this, just given my background and hearing about your approach, and I'm encouraged to see we're doing some new innovation in security and how we deliver these kind of services.
Thank you very much, Mitch, for your kind words, and thank you very much for having me here, and take care.
You bet. Well, thank you. Oded Hareven, who is co-founder CEO with Akeyless.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye.